somewhat bearable. Okay, and I am a werewolf, so let's see. The Frost Moon is rising, Elf Zombie, and Gingerbread Man. I'm hoping that with my Horseman's Blade I should be able to kill the first few waves at least pretty easily. Yeah, this is working out nicely so far. Because these pumpkins are just spamming attacks for me. I've got a kind of choke point here up against the hill. It's when the bosses start spawning, when things are going to get difficult. Elf and Elf Archer. Okay, Elf Archers are also going to change things up a bit. Okay, I have already killed enough to move on to Wave 3. Nutcracker. There's a Mimic down here wearing a bow. I kind of just wasted time killing that, but I don't know if they're trying quite as hard as YouTube is, Oreo. I think YouTube's got the record for trying to give its competitors a chance. Oh, there is an Everscream. Okay. I should switch to Vampire Knives as soon as possible. And get some health back. So one bad thing about Vampire Knives is you have to kind of cease doing as much damage to make them work. Here's my Horseman's Blade. That guy wasn't so bad, but then again, neither was the Morning Wood, and the Pumpkin Moon gets a lot harder after that. Give me my Vampire Knives again to heal up a bit. Okay, he is actually doing an absurd amount of damage every time he hits me. I mean, the ideal situation is obviously to hit him mostly with just my pumpkins and save the actual attacks for the smaller enemies. I think is probably the most logical solution. Okay, so this is... I'm not sure how this is going, actually. Whoa, that thing had a lot of health in it. And we got another one of these guys who I can pretty much spam pumpkins on. Okay, now there's going to be an elf copter. That sounds kind of horrifying. Kill this guy with my hammer. Come on. Thank you. Okay, so that thing doesn't have too much health, but it is pretty dangerous. Horseman's Blade, come on. I should really probably be using some more potions than this, but I could also be using actual health potions instead of just relying on Vampire Knives every time, but this is a pretty quick way to heal up. Okay, come on. Getting kind of low on health. Switch, switch. Oh, Christmas tree sword. Yay, new weapon! Okay, so where are my enemies? They're down here. Of course, despite my best efforts, I still got an area where I am losing out on time because things are spawning in where I can't hit them. It's a good thing about the Pumpkin Blade, though. It can hit from an angle. Okay, we got two of these guys now, and I am very close to death. Heal. It's the first healing potion I've used in quite some time. Oh god! He is just absolutely buffeting me with pine needles. Oh no, those are the elf copters. That's not the tree. Never mind. Come on, give me a lot of pumpkins. Elf Archer, Zombie Elf, Santa NK1. That sounds kind of horrifying. Okay, I am taking a whole hell of a lot of damage. But I am also able to make it up mostly with my Vampire Knives and the stuff drop from those mimic-looking things. Sword, come on. I should really have my inventory aligned better than this. Oh god! It's a Santa tank. It is a Santa tank. Okay. Can I just, like, tank this tank? That would be nice. I cannot. But I can heal up again. Use my actual healing potion instead of using just vampire knives. Switching that up occasionally. Krampus. I feel like I'm playing the Binding of Isaac now. Die, Krampus. That was actually relatively easy. We have another Santa Tank. Santa Tank is actually a pretty awesome name for that. Oh god, he's firing missiles that are like the Morningwood things. And it's dropping presents, and I am almost dead. I just realized this. I should really pay more attention to my health and less attention to chat. Just need to survive for a few more seconds, and I can heal up again with a potion. Come on, let me survive. Let me survive, let me survive, let me survive. H, yes! Oh dear lord, this is definitely, most certainly harder. And part of that is probably due to vampire knives not being quite as good at this point, but part of that is also due to the fact that this is an insane amount of enemies, and they are all very strong. Stop firing rockets at me, Santa. I just want to get enough health back to survive. The fact that I have to fight mainly with my vampire knives is pretty much preventing me from getting far in this right now. I need to find a better strategy to heal up more consistently. Or I need to get better at dodging, one of the two. Okay. I apologize that I'm not looking at chat anymore, but last time I was looking at chat, it was causing me a lot of problems. Okay, he gets a lot stronger when his face changes. Can cast the healing potion again. Krampus, I can just kind of kill with my sword, not that hard. Krampus, I'm not afraid of. Santa Tank, I am. Oh god, this is a horrible place to be. I need to get out of here. Could probably be using my hammer more effectively against Santa than the Horseman's Blade, because he seems to do a lot of contact damage. Give me candy canes. Oh, there's a lot of health over here. Okay, sluggish chain gun. We got another decent item. We got a lot of health up here to heal up with, so I can just go get some strikes and kill that. I don't actually remember what wave I'm on right now. I am not doing too well, I know that much, but I did get a new weapon at least. Okay, that Santa is done. I haven't actually seen anything saying a new wave in quite some time, which kind of worries me. Maybe I just haven't been paying close enough attention. Let's see now. Eminem, or, yeah, Eminent, sorry. It is a new item you can craft with Silk, Souls of Fright, and Ectoplasm, called a Naughty Present. You use that at night, much like the Pumpkin Moon Medallion, to summon the event. Okay, and it's apparently daytime, so I did not do all that hot on that. But I also survived, which is a plus. Let's go look to see if there are any drops that I missed anywhere. I know I got at least one new sword that spawned. But I have no idea what wave I even got to, and that was already insane. I hope that was at least decently far. I did not see the Ice Queen, though, so I apparently wasn't into the Pumpkin set of waves from a Pumpkin Moon. Let's see now. Let us jump back to the house so we can kind of sort through what we got. I'm going to take a drink real quick. And Oreo, I haven't used the hoverboard Um, I actually haven't even gotten the auto hammer on this save, or on this world. Christmas Tree Sword. Shoots Christmas ornaments, strong knockback, average speed, 113 base damage. If I can get that to legendary, that's going to be really good, I have a feeling. Daybloom. Let me get the rest of my money out. Should also open all these presents. Okay, so let's see now. I can't say I'm sure. Gold, silver, and then copper, silver coin. Okay. These blocks aren't that useful. Holly can be placed. A lot of these star anizes. Sluggish chain gun. Why does that seem like it's not as strong as a bunch of hard mode ranged weapons? I don't know why, but that chain gun seems kind of weak comparatively. Maybe it's just I'm not familiar with ranged all that much, but... And the Cold Heart, you say? That seems like a good place to aim to kill. So let's start reforging this Christmas Tree Sword a bit. Murderous is a pretty good modifier, but let's go for better. Savage. And I can't actually afford to do it again, so that'll have to do for now. Okay, so this isn't an auto attack one. I gotcha. That would make sense then. Also, hello to Eminent and Universal. I don't think I said hello to you guys while I was in the middle of that there. Well, welcome to the stream, you guys. I believe I need one more ectoplasm to make a new one. This sword seems decent. Yeah, that would make sense then. And hello, Gavin, as well. So Christmas Tree Sword is kind of along the lines of the Terra Blade, but yeah, I just ran out of money, so I figured I would keep it as Murderous right now, or Savage right now, because that'll give me... I'm probably not going to get anything better than that on one Reforge, so I want to wait till I have some more money built up. But yeah, it's not auto-attacking, but it seems like it's kind of a more rapid Horseman's Blade, because the ornaments come right out of the blade instead of homing in afterwards. You can kind of spam them a little bit easier at a specific target, whereas Horseman is a little bit less under your control. It's definitely not a bad item. I'm not sure if it's one that I'm going to use quite as much, just because it isn't auto-attacking. I really enjoy the auto-attacking melee weapons, but... Let's see, I'm going to need one more ectoplasm to make another present. Did any of you guys catch what wave I was on by any chance? Because I was completely caught up with the enemies and didn't pay attention. So, off to the dungeon I go. I always forget to grab my Spectre Boot, or, yeah, Spectre Boots I think are the ones I've got right now. I always forget to grab those before I go off on some kind of long distance travel. Gotcha. That's not horrible for my first time going through them with no preparatory measures, really. I kind of just jumped in with one beneficial potion and the weapons I've got, so that's not too bad. If I grab like a couple regeneration potions, a couple iron skin potions, that could go a long way toward improving that amount. I put some in there, Mega, but it was, I had 4 of them left over from the last one I crafted. So I put those 4 away, but I need 1 more in order to craft it. So we're going to run down here real quick. It shouldn't take us too long to get ectoplasm. When I first got this Scourge of the Corruptor, I thought it was kind of a crappy item, but once I started using it, I realized that it is actually kind of powerful in its own right. Let us go down this way. Have to be enemies that spawn eventually. I need to make sure I don't do things like, or I need to remember that I don't need to do things like jumping when I'm pressing down to go through platforms. I have mainly been playing Starbound the past week or so, so I'm not exactly fully aligned with Terraria here in terms of my abilities. But extra bone isn't a bad thing either, because that's going to give me more towards summoning more Skeletron Primes if I need more souls. I know, right? This is most certainly something that could easily be called, and should probably be called, a ranged weapon, but I'm not going to complain that it gets bonuses from my melee. Can something just spawn ectoplasm for me? Just 1 ectoplasm. It's funny, because I went on to a multiplayer server eventually, I never really made much use of the potions I had in order to beat bosses, because I always just had, because it was always like a group fight. But now that I'm playing solo, I have so many potions saved up because of that, that I think it should make things a little bit more bearable. And yeah, I've been doing that too, and it's really annoying that the grappling hook is bound to E, because now every time I try to open a door that way, I end up just sticking myself to the door, or wherever my mouse cursor may be. Come on, it can't be this hard to get 1 ectoplasm. That's all I ask, game, is 1 ectoplasm. Not a lot, just 1. Oh yeah, I've got the Moonshell equipped, so I don't even really need to worry about water. I don't know why I didn't think about that during the night when I was trying to decide a place to fight. Let's see. I guess we'll go down this way. More enemies spawn lower in the dungeon, so might as well go lower. Although this is a dead end. I still can't navigate this thing well. Let's see, come on. I just want one of you to turn into a ghost. Bones are also nice, because I will need more Souls of Fright eventually. Okay. There's one thing I don't like about the moon shell and the regular shell, I guess, as well, is the fact that when you try to jump out of them using the wings, it kind of causes you some problems in terms of not being able to move properly. When you hit the wings afterwards, it just kind of balances you up. That's not a bad idea to try out the new sword. I just like using the Scourge when I'm going around small areas, since it makes it very simple to take out everything in a room. Oh, that's the entrance. I have gone way higher than I thought I had. I do not know this layout. Okay. Let's go down this way. We got another Hell Armor dude. This is definitely something I could see being a good weapon. If I can get it reforged to Legendary, it should be about on par with, let's see, 137, 128, 119. See, a Legendary, I mean, it should be about on par with Terrorblade and, the Horseman's Blade in terms of damage. I think there might be a little bit bigger damage bonus if I recall for legendary than what I got for now. That's 15% damage, so yeah, it should be about on par. These guys just don't want to help me out. Let a ghost spawn. Okay, let's go up this way. Oh, one of these guys. Depth Shadow Beam Staff, that's not bad if I want to use some mage powers. With more time I could craft up a set of Spectre armor and try to go mage against the Frost Moon. That might be more effective since you can do full damage and still heal yourself. Whereas with melee you need to do things a little bit differently. Yeah, I've heard that there's a mount available. I'm kind of curious to see that. I'm not sure if I'm going to have much luck at getting it, but let's see. I did get the one ectoplasm I needed. Let me drop down here real quick. Just gonna run through real quick and see if there are any enemies that are gonna spawn that are gonna give me more. Save myself a trip back here possibly after this run ends. Yeah, unfortunately I got just over enough ectoplasm. So I need more if I'm gonna build another present. This isn't so bad though. This is just getting ectoplasm and silk, and souls of fright. But I haven't seen the new pets yet. No. Okay, come on, dungeon. Don't do this to me. But we have one ectoplasm. That's enough to craft the thing. Let's jump back to my house real quick. Still not quite night. We are going to need Souls of Fright. Gel I can toss. Water leaf I can toss. Bones I'm gonna want. That. Pine tree block stack. This stacks. Sluggish chain gun I'm gonna toss in here. Holly. Green candy cane block. I already have over 999 of. Let's see now. Need my cobwebs for silk, and then I think I put the ectoplasm in my piggy bank. Yeah, I've got quite a few things I don't actually have collected. I've just not worried too much about trying to collect everything in the game. It's just mostly been if I want something to actually use, I've been going after it. Otherwise, I've just kind of not been worrying too much. Pop that open. Hand warmer. Mrs. Claus outfit. What does the hand warmer do? Provides immunity to chill and freezing effects. That is not bad, but I think that my stat boosting equipment is probably the better choice. I do have everything I need to make... Oops. To make the next summon. Okay, let me just put this last bit of stuff away. Okay, and then give me just a couple minutes, guys. I'm going to be AFK for a couple of minutes. I need to run to the bathroom. So let me put this up so that there's a sign there. Once I get back, we'll go into another wave that I'll have a few more potions ready for that'll hopefully allow me to do a bit better. Okay, I'm back over here. Give me a couple seconds to get settled in real quick before I get things going again. Real quick for those of you who don't know, I am running I am trying to sneakily, since I've been unemployed for the past few months, get my girlfriend who had a rough time of things. She's in the Philippines, where they got hit by a couple of real bad disasters recently. She didn't get hit directly by them, but she's pretty close to the areas. So I am running a kind of thing to try to get a little bit of money for me to send her something for Christmas. Obviously, I don't really expect donations, but I figured I haven't mentioned that since we've been running this. So I might as well throw it out there real quick. Also, thank you, Universal, for the follow. But yeah, I've also got a few games to give away. Is anyone interested in Steam copies of? I got Race the Sun. I've got Eldritch, and I've got Super Amazing Wagon Adventure and Amnesia to give away if anyone is interested in any of those. Got a message. Oh, also thank you, Fura, for the follow. Let's see what this text message is. Got it. Okay. So real quick, saying a couple words to her before I jump back into the stream here. My apologies. Let me, while I'm at that, go about collecting some potions. Let's see now. My potion chest is this one. Regeneration potion I'll want 2 of. I could use Shine potion, might be good to have. What else? Okay, let me real quick pull up my other window here where I've got a randomizer on here. Or actually, if you're the only one interested in anything at the moment, is anyone else interested in any of the games I got to give away? I could do a couple random draws to hand out a couple of those. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. My bad. There we go. See if I can, pull this up. And then... it's a Christmas tree sword. Second. It's actually pretty decent. It's not necessarily the best weapon, but it is definitely something that is very much viable to use. Let's see now. If I roll this, let's see. Necro, are you around? Or I could just do, let's see, let me set up a keyword here real quick. Okay, so if you guys are interested in the giveaway, just type in banana with a capital B like this. If you win, I'll give you a choice of games between everything I got available. That seems like the best way to do it at the moment. So let me check what else I got in here. Swiftness potion, 25% increased movement speed. Might not be a bad idea to take a few of those. Iron skin, couple. So it looks like right now Chid is the only one who is interested at the moment. So I can probably easily just go ahead and toss one that way. And thank you, Perky, for the follow. Oh, now you got 2 people in there. Okay, so let's see. So you got 3 people in there. You know what, with just 3 people who are entering right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just say I can give one to each of you. So I've got 2 copies of Race of Sun, 3 copies of Eldritch, 1 copy of Super Amazing Wagon Adventure, and 1 copy of Amnesia. So if you guys want to pick one out, I can do that. Sounds good, Oreo. Have a good one. What's up, B-dubs? I'm thinking that I might start streaming more, Oreo. It'll probably be earlier in the day, like afternoon streams. Um, but honestly, I kind of actually prefer it over YouTube at the moment. Just with the new Content ID stuff and everything, I feel like Twitch is probably easier. So I might just try to stream more instead of focusing so much on YouTube. This is the new Christmas tree vanity set, B-dubs, and the new update is really good. The Frost Moon is very, very difficult. Granted, I didn't exactly prepare for it the first time, but actually, you know what? Instead of Shine Potions, I should take a few Night Owl Potions. It's not a bad idea, Oreo. I'd be up for that. Do I have anything else I want to bring with me at the moment? Healing potions, archery, thorns I already have from my armor, and yeah, I think that'll just about do it. That's a pretty good thing. That's a pretty good set. Sure thing, Chit. I'm gonna mark down real quick what you guys want to grab, and then I'll send it out next time I take a break. Since I've been on a break for quite a while now, I want to jump back into things here soon. So I'll mark that down, and then I'll be able to send it out to you probably in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Shirtless. That wasn't even the right message. And thank you very much to the person who just donated. That's very generous of you, and I thank you very much for that. I can't see the Twitch name, so I'm not sure who it is exactly, but... And sure, B-dubs, the wings are spooky wings. They come from the Pumpkin Moon event. They're currently in the top tier of wings in terms of flight range in the game. In terms of weapons, I've got Horseman's Blade, which is from the Halloween update. Godly Paladin Hammer. I've got the Vampire Knives, which are extremely good. The Death Scythe, and then the Savage Christmas Tree Sword, which is the one from this newest event. And got it, Mega. I will mark that down as well for you. And then we will get, if I can get this line back up. Thank you for the follow, B-dubs. If I can get this line back up, I think we are ready for our second take at the moon. I've got a lot of potions built up this time that'll help to make things go a little bit better, most likely. My money is all put away, so that's not a problem. And then we will run over this way. We're going to go back to... Oh, yeah, of course. I was just going through them before I got down to the ground where I could actually use them. But the Horseman's Blade sends out these pumpkins when you hit things that home onto enemies and do the same damage as the sword. So it's very good at crowd control in terms of small enemies, because it'll hit things that aren't even on the screen yet. That one is quite useful. You can see the pumpkins fly by when that goes by. The new one, the Christmas tree sword, every time you swing is going to send out these little orbs. Thanks, Shirtless. And yeah, the Christmas tree one shoots out these little orbs that are around the same damage, I believe, as the sword, if not the same. And those are gonna stretch out and hit whatever you aim them at. Actually, you know what? This corruption area might not be a bad choice of where to fight things at in the desert here. The vampire knives, if you haven't seen those ones, essentially every time you hit, they're gonna steal, I believe, 7.5% it is of the damage they do, in health back to you. And it sends out 4 knives at once, so you can hit for up to 4 life steals at once. Very effective in terms of healing yourself. Terrorblade is, I believe, a 1.2 upgrade as well. It's a combination of Broken Hero Sword from the Solar Eclipse. You take one of those combined with Knight's Edge to make True Knight's Edge, one with Excalibur to make True Excalibur, and then one more with both of those to make this one, which is most base damage sword in the game that I know of. Even though I believe the Horseman's Blade is a little bit more effective in terms of actual overall damage. And then we got the Scourge of the Corruptor, which fires out these little miniature eaters of worlds that home onto enemies and hit them. It's not as high damage, but it's very easy to spam, so it balances out pretty well. So of course I got a lot of things that can hit off screen for me, which for a melee class is a very nice thing to have, as normally that's not exactly what melee is known for. I think I accidentally turned my volume up here a bit much. Let me kill this dude. And we're pretty much waiting until I turn into the werewolf, which is right now. And then... oh dear lord, I forgot to craft the present. I am the world's biggest idiot. Okay, real quick. What am I missing? I got ectoplasm, I got souls of fright. I don't have the silk with me. I need to make the silk. That makes sense. I cannot believe that I actually forgot to craft the present before running off. That's what happens when you AFK in the middle. Okay, and then we can craft the naughty present. The scythe I'll show you in just a couple minutes. This is a hit night I kind of cut off in terms of showing them to get this underway. Let's see now. I just need to get to somewhere decently good to fight at. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're already wasting some time. Right here will do. Naughty present up over the magic mirror. Hit that. Hit B to take all my potions. Now I'm going to try to mix up using both the Horseman's Blade and the... this is a horrible place to be fighting. I take that back. Oh well, we're here now. Might as well keep up with it. It won't matter as much with the boss level mobs. But yeah, I'm going to stick with this for the moment. Once we get to the harder enemies, I'm going to try out the, or the higher level enemies, I'm going to try out the new sword. Because that one should do pretty good against targets that are nearby. So we do have our first ever Scream spawn going on. Let's... whoops. I don't know, I almost feel like I'm doing more damage with the Horseman's Blade. Not to say that the new one is not a good weapon, it's just that I feel like the homing pumpkins are kind of helping me out more. I do need to heal. Let me just take a healing potion real quick. And then I'm going to use my hammer here. I'm not sure, I think the Godly Paladin's hammer was already in the game, but this one is a semi-ranged weapon like a boomerang that is very, very powerful. Let me switch over to my pumpkin blade. I really need to heal up a lot, but I want to try to knock out some of this wave first. because I might get more of the mimics that spawn that give a lot of health. Why do I feel like I'm taking more damage now that I have the Iron Skin Potion active? I need to keep an eye on my buffs as well to make sure that when they start to run out, I am healing myself up. Okay, that should be enough for now to start hitting this guy. Okay. Oh, I think I got the Razor Pine, which I heard was really good. So we are going to start spamming this to heal up a bit. I do have it set to auto pause, so I could be checking out these items as I get them, but I feel like that is kind of a worse decision than just focusing on the fight. Come on, die, die, die. Good. You dropped a lot of stuff for me. Okay, so we are going to hopefully be able to take out some more of these guys. Come on, Death Sickle, help me out here. So this is what the Death Sickle does. It on every hit, it sends out a scythe that does damage on contact, passes through walls. It's much like the Grim Reaper enemy in the Solar Eclipse uses. Where are my enemies? They must be underground here. I don't know if you guys can hear the music all that well. I think it might be a little bit low in terms of what I'm filtering it at. But this is some interesting music, I'm not gonna lie. There are a couple of guys jammed in the wall there that I'd like to get killed. So one big help with the Horseman's Blade is the fact that it is able to pierce through walls eventually. My healing debuff is still active, my potion sickness I should say. Oh dear god, there's a lot going on screen right now. Welcome back, Empty, and that sounds delicious. So wave 7, we're almost back to where I ended up last time. H. Okay, we got a lot of candy canes here, thank you. God, I am taking a boatload of damage. I'm gonna toss another wave of potions in here. Of helpful potions. Just heal up a bit and get back to my Horseman's Blade. Okay, and that heals me up even more. Dear Lord, this event is hard. Die, you fools. All you idiots who are hanging out underground, just die. Need to get more enemies. The longer I waste down here, the less time I have to kill enemies and move up waves. It's obviously not a good thing. Oh, okay, I've got a Santa tank. Should hopefully be able to handle this guy. Sending out his present attack. I am doing horribly at this event right now. Come on, just die. Just die, thank you. Deadly Elf Melter. That sounds ridiculously awesome. Okay, get rid of these guys. We got Krampus spawning again. Once again, I have no idea what wave I'm on. Health potion. It'll allow me to jump back into the Horseman's Blade real quick to kill this Krampus and get some stuff going after the other guys. Okay. This is pretty much the example to show anyone who thinks that Terraria is just a Minecraft clone. This ridiculously difficult event. Unfortunately, picked a horrible spot for this fight. A lot of stuff is getting lost underground. Yeah, it seems like it's fine. The game itself is getting a little bit framey on me right now, so it might just be you seeing that and thinking that it's the stream. But, yeah, I'm not dropping any frames or anything, so it's not, the stream itself that's skipping. You know, I wonder how effective it would be to try to use up my, lava pit from the solar eclipse on this. I don't think it would kill things quite fast enough, but it could. Yeah, get in the lava. Get down there. That's a good Santa bot. Oh god. That moment when you forget that you need a heal. Oh man. Get back down there. Heal up. Vampire knives. Where am I in comparison to where I died? Pretty close. Another elf melter. Yeah, I'll show him off as soon as the night is done and the event's over. I am going to try to use this lava pit to my advantage. I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but I can just kind of fly overhead and spam down attacks and let everything get damaged by the lava, and that'll allow me to heal up and get a lot of damage done at the same time. This might be my ideal spot. Oh god, unless I land in the lava. Oh yeah, that sounds like maybe it's a bad connection for you. Okay, so that didn't go great. That's for sure. I think we actually ended up a little bit worse off than we did last time. But on the bright side, we did get a lot of new stuff. So let us jump back to the house where I'll be safe and check this out. Let's see, we got a bunch of presents. Razor Pine, 58 magic damage, 10% critical strike chance, insanely fast speed, weak knockback, 3 mana, shoots razor sharp pine needles. That seems like it would stack incredibly overpoweredly with Spectre armor. I've got a deadly elf melter, which is range damage, weak knockback, average speed, uses gel for ammo. That is awesome. If you build a bucket out of iron, you just use that and then use it on the lava, and it'll automatically grab it, and then you just switch it and bring it to wherever you want to dump it. Okay, so Christmas Hook is like the Spooky Hook and Ivy Whip. I'm guessing it's probably the same tier as the Spooky Hook, although I kind of like the look of this one better. I really want to try that Razor Pine, but I'm not exactly... I don't have a set of Spectre armor to use with it. Just open all these presents, might as well. Actually, more than filled up my inventory. Fruitcake Chakram. In Space, thank you for the follow. Also, I don't think I said hello to you when you were here, but when you get more waves spawn as you do more damage to enemies. And lava and phone. Welcome back, Necro. And let's see, what can we ditch? I don't need this pixie dust, these mushrooms, deathweed. Gel I can pull out to try out this deadly elf melter. Toss that in ammo. Oh my god, it's a flamethrower. It is a flamethrower. That is awesome. Okay, I kind of really enjoy that. Razor Pine, let's see. Oh dear lord. Thank you, Magic, for the follow. And yes, I did Necro. I have usually used it. If you hold shift when you click on the item, it'll automatically send it to the trash, or if you're at a shop, it'll automatically sell it for you. If I had Spectre armor, I could pretty much be invincible with this right now. This is so incredibly fast. I enjoy that weapon a lot as well. The Fruitcake Chakram, not so much. The Elf Melter and the Razor Pine there, those are very fun. I've also been getting these Stars of Anise from the presents, which are just little attack things. Let's see. Have I gotten anything else that's a new item? I don't believe so. Let me real quick pull up my piggy bank. I'm going to quick stack my gold and such. Yeah, I know that feeling, Mega. And yeah, Necro, that's kind of, I was watching... later, B-dubs. Thank you for coming out. And yeah, Necro, I was watching, Rockley Smile has been doing a Let's Play of the game. I was watching his Let's Play, so I kind of knew how it started out. But after a certain point, I moved ahead of him into the game and kind of got lost for a while. But yeah, it's definitely a game where it kind of is deceptive at first, because it makes you feel like there's not much direction until you know what you're doing, and then suddenly there is a lot of direction to take. Let me go up to this shadow chest. So in order to do that again, I would need more ectoplasm. And yeah, Christmas Shuriken, pretty much. So I would need more ectoplasm to do it again, which wouldn't take me too long to farm, presumably in the dungeon. Let's see. I've still got a few potions left. Dark Shard, Soul of Fright, Razor Pine. I'm going to keep that with me as a ranged option. I've now got almost my entire hotbar full of weapons, which is kind of unusual. Yeah, that's obviously that's pretty much the first boss. I can kill probably like 10 of them in a night with this build if I have enough to summon them all. And that's... some of them I don't even see that they spawn before they're dead, which is kind of fun. Oh, reindeer antlers. Let's become Mrs. Claus. Oop, that's how I meant to do. There we go. My male character is now Mrs. Claus. I will admit that does look kind of awkward. A very deep V. Just gonna spam this on the way over to kill off anything in the way. I do want to do some more reforging on stuff as well, but in terms of the way things are going, I need more money to get that, any chance to get something good with it. Let's head over. Once again, I forgot to grab my Spectre boots out of my chest before I ran over here, which would have made it quicker. Pretty much, this is a very effective strategy for killing off everything in the way. So let's slide over here, and we shall jump, jump, jump. I move much faster when I'm flying. I wonder if there are any new sets of wings that you can get while you're doing the Frost Moon. I know I heard that there's a mount, but I don't know if there are any sets of wings that you can get, because that would be kind of cool. Oh, I do enjoy these spooky wings. Oop. I'm kind of looking forward to as well the other event that they said they were going to be adding, the lunar event. That should be quite interesting to see how that one plays out. To consider that with the Frost Moon and Pumpkin Moon, you're talking about nights, so it's kind of balanced for 9 minutes. It'll be interesting to see how they balance a wave-based combat like that for the daytime, where it's going to be 15 minutes that you have to deal with the waves. I'm guessing that it would have more low-level waves before the high-level started spawning in. Unfortunately, that one's not in the game yet. Okay, so there's the dungeon. I still love the way that I was able to get the Dungeon Guardians drop just from tanking them with my turtle armor and my dodge chance. I feel like someday I want to go back and actually try to legitimately defeat the Guardian, but at the same time it was kind of a lot of effort to try to even get it the way that I did it. We got enough bones now. I believe that's going to be enough where I can summon Skeletron Prime for more Souls of Flight when need be. Let's switch to Razorpine real quick. I do kind of want to make a set of endgame armor for all three classes, so I can actually, like if I had Spectre armor, this Razorpine would be ridiculously overpowered. So I really want to try to go about getting that, but that's going to take a little while I work on, not while I'm streaming. I'm going to have to farm up some Ectoplasm and some Chlorophyte, so I can make some... Oh, you know what, my Wisp in a Bottle and my other dude are not spawned right now. No wonder it's so dark. Wisp. I don't really particularly care about the Skull dude, but the Wisp I want to keep spawned. So I'm thinking if I fight over top of the lava pit the whole time, I'll be a little bit better off than I was trying to avoid it. Because, like I said, I can pretty much fly overhead, heal up with the vampire knives, and attack straight through with decent damage from the lava. Dungeon is so hard to navigate. No, I don't even care, Spikes. Damage me. You do 1 damage. I don't have any reason to care about you. I do, on the other hand, have reason to care about this jerk. Pumpkin, save me! Thank you! How do I get lower in the dungeon? I need to go up and over from there. Okay. I don't know why I never thought to check my map. The last few times I was kind of stuck without knowing how to progress downwards, but that would have made sense. Would've. Up this way, not much going on. And let's see. There's a little bit of ectoplasm, that's a start. Gonna need a few more of those. Luckily cobwebs are so easy to come by that it's not really a worry about having enough of those for the spawn. The only thing you really have to farm for it is the ectoplasm. We got 3 now. God, I love the Horseman's Blade. I mean, the Christmas Tree Blade is pretty good too, in its own right. But the Horseman's Blade just allows you so much easy ability to damage things from a distance. And hello, Pipe. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well today. Let's run down this way. Kill off a bunch of these dudes. Okay. Ancient Necro Helmet. The more stuff I can get to sell, the better as well, because selling is going to be what I need to do if I want to reforge stuff to top tier. I'm not just going to get enough money to do that by killing things. I still have yet to see the Ice Queen, which is really disappointing. I really want to know what's up with her. The Frost Moon is surprisingly more difficult than the Pumpkin Moon, honestly. Oh god, Diabolist. Worst enemy to fight. I don't even know where he's at. There's the ectoplasm. Maybe I can just kill enough stuff to where the homing pumpkins kill it for me. I'm not entirely sure if I'm not entirely sure how well my upload speed isn't great, and my net's been kind of on and off working well, so I'm not sure if I can handle doing the stream and being in a multiplayer match or multiplayer server at the same time. It seems to be doing fine now, but occasionally it's been dipping down and getting real bad. Almost unreasonably for the fact that we have pretty fast internet and it should be staying that way. So I don't know if I can jump into multiplayer at the moment. Otherwise I would love to, because it would be interesting to see how far we could get with a group. Oh god. So slow. I should have really crafted the Ankh shield at some point. Just want health. That's all I want, game, is more health back. The necromancers are strangely hard to fight as a melee class. They're so long range, they slow you down and they teleport all over the place. It is really aggravating. Yeah, I think the farthest I made it was on my first attempt. I got to wave 10. It gets kind of ridiculously difficult. Sounds good, Necro. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, I'm hopefully going to be streaming a bit more often. Especially, like I said earlier, with all the content ID stuff and all that on YouTube. I kind of feel like streaming is kind of something that's less worrisome that there's going to be a hassle about it. So I'm probably going to be trying to start streaming a lot more often. I do also want to jump back into Assault Android Cactus at some point in a little bit. To try out the new character I unlocked right before I went for dinner. But, yes it does. This sword I've got here, the Savage Christmas Tree Sword, is one of the drops from the event. It's got a weapon that uses gel for ammo that's really cool. It's got a new magic weapon called the Razor Pine, which is this one here, which is pretty much like a rapid fire attack. That I feel would stack really well with Spectre armor if you're playing as a mage. It's got a bunch of other new stuff from what I understand that I just haven't seen yet. But it's definitely got a whole lot of new drops to pick up during the event. I think they seem to drop a little bit earlier, more consistently than the Pumpkin Moon as well. I know when I was first doing the Pumpkin Moon, it took me until I got very far in it before I started to find any of the drops. Whereas the Frost Moon I've gotten to, I have still 5 waves from wave 15. So, you know, 10 waves from the actual completion of the event. And I've managed to get quite a few drops from it, so it seems like it's a little bit easier to get stuff from it. Okay. Let's drop down here. I should probably prepare an area with like campfires and heart lanterns and everything. But while I'm streaming, I don't want to go through quite so much preparation work for it. I'd rather try to do it with potions and just the areas I have available to me. I think with my new strategy of using my lava pit, I might be able to hit a new wave that I haven't reached yet. But I'm not sure how effective it's going to be. Sounds good. Have fun, Pipe. Good luck. It's definitely much more difficult than anything that had been in the game prior, so definitely good luck and try your best. And let's see now. How much ectoplasm do I have? 4. course I don't. Of course I am one short. Thank you, pumpkins. And up this way. There we go. There's another ectoplasm. So, let me head up this way. And magic mirror my way home. I should probably farm some more ectoplasm while I'm down here so I don't have to come back between every run. But it seems like it is a little bit easier to just get what I can together early. Quick stack, we're just shy of a platinum at the moment. What else do I need? Bones I can toss away with the rest. That gives me enough to summon... Or that gives me enough in terms of bones to summon Skeletron Prime again soon. Presents open. Another holly, which... Oh, a can stack. What's up, Ruby? And oh, that's horrible. Since I got my house in the sky, I didn't really run into that the one time I died. But, yeah, if they were right on top of me like that, it would be very rough to recover. Healing potions intact. Okay, that's about what I want. Let's go here and craft our naughty present. Oh yeah, I need to make silk before I can craft it, that's right. So, 20. I am moving through cobwebs faster than I ever have in my progression through this game. That's for sure. I should really just get rid of those doors in there, but... 5-minute duration, so I'm going to want a second one of those. 5-minute duration, I'm going to want a second one of those. 4-minute duration, 2 more of those. Night Owl, I'm going to want 3. Okay, so that should about do it for potions that I want prepared. And it's a blood moon, so I am not going to do this tonight. I'm just going to hang out here in my house for a little bit and wait for the blood moon to pass, because higher enemy spawn does actually seem like it could make the waves go faster. But also it's a difficult enough thing where I kind of don't know if that's a good thing. You know, even having the waves going a little bit faster kind of seems like it could be detrimental over positive. So I guess I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit. Is there anything that I want to do while I'm here? Not really. This is one of those times I wish that I didn't have, auto pause turned on, so I could actually accomplish things in my inventory during the night when it was a blood moon and I didn't want to do anything else. See, I thought that with the pumpkin moon, it stacked with the blood moon. It just caused more enemies to spawn quicker. I could be wrong on that though, but if that's the case, then I feel kind of stupid for wasting the night like this. But now it's already been long enough where I kind of feel like it's a waste to use the item. Okay. Well, enemies that are around here are taken out. Okay, another wyvern. That's fine. He's easy enough to take care of. I don't think I even got the Souls of Flight from that last one. Let's see. Take a drink real quick, sorry. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the final enemies of this, like the Ice Queen, as well as hopefully being able to put some good stuff together in terms of even topping out over. How are those still flying around? I did not realize that the Horseman Blade pumpkins stuck around in the air that long. But yeah, also in terms of just trying to see if I can get higher than the wave 10 I've reached on solo. Pumpkin Moon at a certain point wasn't so bad. Granted, we did get kind of lucky with drops. I think I mentioned earlier I did the Pumpkin Moon the first time on a multiplayer server, and it ended up lagging like crazy because of the Pumpkin Moon. And so enemies just kept respawning and trying to run away, and respawning and trying to run away. And they kept dropping stuff that you would eventually be able to pick up, and then it would just fall back to the ground as if nobody had picked it up yet. So we had like 4 full chests of Pumpkin Moon drops from one Pumpkin Moon, just because of the lag. And thank you, Ruby. Kind of put a little bit more effort than was probably necessary into it, but the NPC houses are just pretty much a row 3 high of houses. I spent a little bit more time on making a room for myself to spawn in. I wanted it to be out of the way so that if I spawned in and there were enemies and there were wyverns, they wouldn't attack my NPCs right away. Speaking of which, farewell wyvern and all these harpies that are now going to die to the pumpkins. Let's see. I could make another mechanical skull and kill Skeletron Prime tonight still, probably. Yeah, that's true. It did keep going into the daytime and then just spontaneously turning it back to night. Although in part I'm curious if that was in part because the admin of the server kept resetting it back to morning to try to end the madness. And so I'm almost wondering if the server resetting to morning, even though the game didn't process that long, just made the lag that much worse. How much do I have in gold? You know what? I think it's time to try to do some more reforging. I don't have a whole lot to do, but I can get at least some done. Although going over by my NPCs is at risk of them dying to wyvern, but I can get in and out of there pretty quick. I do think it was a wise decision to go with the Moon Charm instead of the Eye of the Golem. I think that probably worked out for the best. So for right now, I'm going to focus on the Christmas tree. Actually, you know what? I'm going to reforge the Razor Pine. Demonic. Superior. Slow. Oh, come on. Forceful, not very good. I probably should have stuck with Superior, but I wanted to try to go for Mythical. I'm assuming that's the top tier for that. It might be Godly. This is actually the first event that's been added to Terraria where I've actually played the game before it hit. So it's the first time where I'm seeing items that I can't just look up on the wiki everything about them right away. Although I'm sure there's probably most of the info about them on the wiki already. It's a little bit harder to find than, you know, the Pumpkin Moon where everything's been known for quite some time by the time I got to it. I do want to just, one more time, for those of you who weren't here earlier when I mentioned it, I'm trying to build up a little bit of money toward a Christmas present for my girlfriend who is in the Philippines where they got hit by, obviously, the big typhoon and earthquake. She wasn't directly hit by them, but she was close enough where it's been a stressful couple of months for her. So I wanted to do something nice for Christmas, but I've been unemployed for the past 4 months now, so money is not exactly my strong suit. So, yeah, if you guys are willing and able to, feel free. I'm not going to push for it or anything, but I also have a few more games I'm going to give away here shortly. We could actually probably do a giveaway now while we wait for night to pass, but it's going to pause the game while I have the Twitch page open for the randomizer. And there goes another wyvern. Sometimes I wonder why I keep auto pause on. It is really not something that is all that useful once you know what you're doing in the game. In fact, half the time it causes me more problems than it helps me. Yeah, sure thing, Chit. Give me 1 second. Let me tab over here to Twitch. Message, open link, a new tab. And then I will use my phone to grab this code. And then I'll just send in a Twitch message to you right now. This is courtesy of Sparse Vector, the developer of Super Amazing Wagon Adventure. He was kind enough to hook me up with a code for the game to give away on this stream. So that has been sent over your way. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I need to log back in for some reason, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, honestly. Okay, now I'm confused. Open link in new tab. Send message. I'm not sure if it sent the first one, so I'm just going to type this out one more time. There we go. Can't send message without subject. I did not know that. Okay, there we go. Nope. Sent. Good. Good, good, good. It took a while because I haven't exactly sent messages on here very much, but it is all sent over to you now. And yeah, I'll probably hook you up with yours after the stream is over, Mega. And that would be pretty awesome if they were shirtless, but I don't think that I could ship those to people in any reasonable amount of time before they went bad. Also, what's up, Zarlas? Welcome to the stream. Very good. I'm not exactly experienced with Twitch messages, so I'm glad I didn't mess anything up with that. So I guess I'm just going to keep killing harpies here. And thank you for coming by, and you have a good night too. I hope you enjoy the game when you get a chance to jump into it. But it's not Tuesday, shirtless. You aren't supposed to have taco parties when it's not Taco Tuesday. Haven't you learned anything from Empty Stream? I was going to consider earlier trying to challenge Empty to some Spelunky races for this, but since he streamed earlier, I'm guessing that he wasn't probably going to be able to stream tonight, or he would have saved it for his normal stream time. But that would have been fun. You could have watched twice the people fail at the same time. You should have seen my horrible luck while you were... once you left the stream earlier, Empty. You should have seen it. This is true. Okay, so it is day now. So now we just need to kind of wait till night falls, which won't take too long. Gotcha. Well, if you do decide to do anything when you get back from that, Empty, let me know, and if you want to, we can do some races or whatever. But, yeah, I'm assuming with the time of night, it's probably not going to be all that viable for you to stream tonight. That was an insane amount of drops from those harpies down there. Let's see. I wonder if I can go just like kill the wall of flesh while I have free time. To the elevator I go. I think I might also go through a spider area on the way down the elevator, so it might allow me to gather up some more cobwebs. Or maybe not. Maybe that is not the case, because I do not see anything yet. And nope, that's in my other world. I have a second world that I made for farming that I go right through a big spider territory. Whee! Okay, let's see what's going on down here. We've got some pointless flying over lava. I forget, I don't think Hellstone ore on its own sells for anything. I think you've got to craft it to get any money out of it. Otherwise I would just mine Hellstone for a while, make some money for reforges. That Razor Pine really makes me want to make a set of Spectre armor, because that would be extremely powerful. Hit a shot of Golden Shower down on them to lower on things to lower their defense, and then spam that and get healed up like crazy from the speed of it and Spectre armor. Seems like a very, very good combination of items. But it'll take me way too long to farm that much chlorophyte and ectoplasm. And since I'm streaming at the moment, that's probably not the best decision. I think I'll probably do one more time through the Frost Moon, and then I'll probably switch off games. I do have a couple other ones I want to jump into throughout the night, and I've been playing Terraria now for, by the time that's over, probably around 2 hours and 2 hours and 45 minutes. So I will probably switch over to something else coming up after that. But hopefully I can get at least to the Ice Queen, trying my new strategy of using my lava pit to my advantage. I don't know why I didn't think that would be a good idea at first. I think I was considering it too much as using it the way that I use it on like a solar eclipse, where I'm just staying underground. Which actually reminds me, I need to repair that hole. I'm not sure, Shirtless. Possibly through the remainder of the night. As long as I keep having viewers and stuff, I might keep going. I really want to eventually have enough chance to build up enough to get the gift that I was talking about. So if it takes a while and I end up streaming, you know, till 6, 7 in the morning, I'm okay with that. Whoops. Let's see now. I should probably clear out my inventory a bit of stuff I don't need. Giant harpy feather I've had plenty of. I guess I could summon the Frost Legion during the day. That could pass some time. Make use of my pit the way it was meant to be made use of. Good deal. Yeah, I should still be here when you get back, Shirtless. I don't intend on ending too soon at the very least. Frost Legion is approaching from the west. Okay. Tree mask I already have. Actually, I might be able to sell those. I'm just going to toss my safe down. I am kind of glad that it gives you seemingly all of the items at the same time for the vanity sets. It doesn't seem to kind of give them to you bit by bit. Also, Hells Yeah green parka. Pixie dust, mushroom, tree trunks. Come on, Empty, you're scared of a little bit of rain? Come on now. Let's try driving in snow. Candy cane pickaxe. Huh. Yeah, see, here around Chicago, we can handle rain easily. It's when we get to a point of snow that people forget how to drive. Candy cane pickaxe is pretty horrible. It can only mine meteorite, but it's a pretty cool item. It's definitely something that would be nice to get when you're playing easy mode. Could give you a nice alternative to fighting through kind of the logical progression of things. You could just kind of grab a hold of that and make things work. So the Frost Legion should be here soon. We're going to do the easy way of handling things where I don't really have to move for it. I'll still do some attacking for the sake of speeding things up, but for the most part they're just going to die to the lava. Now I'll climb out when that's over, get my hole resealed, and prepare for the Frost Moon. I think this is a good combination of stuff. I guess that makes sense. See, it snows here all the time, but still, when the snow starts falling, people start having trouble for some reason. I've driven a rear-wheel drive car my entire driving life, and have never once had trouble with driving in snow, to an extent where I had to... Well, I mean, I've had trouble with it, but I've never once had trouble to the extent where a little bit makes me drive, you know, a quarter of a mile an hour. Some people feel like that's the only way to handle it. And it's not a bad thing to be safe, but you really, if you live in an area where there's a lot of snow, you know how to drive in it well enough where a little bit of it isn't going to cause you much problem. I love the fact that you can kind of cheese this thing into shooting through walls. Now if it's like last time, they're going to start spawning down here too. Yeah, I know, right? The Frost Legion at this point... I think the Frost Legion could probably be moved to easy mode. Lower the damage a little bit and then switch it over to easy mode. But... shirtless. Okay, let us... I would really love that Christmas tree sword if it was auto-attacking. That's the one thing I've got against it right now, is the fact that it doesn't attack automatically. You have to click every time you want to attack. A Red Rider? Is that, like a wagon? And if so, what does it do? These guys who managed to sneak in down here will all be dead very quickly. The one thing bad about day-night cycles in games is the fact that you kind of have to just sit here and wait for it to pass. I wish there was a way in single player like there is in multiplayer servers to change the time up manually. Let's clear out that snow. Well, with most of the weapons I use now, you can hold down click to just attack repeatedly. But with that one that I just got from the Christmas event, the Christmas sword, you actually need to click every time you want to attack. So if you're trying to attack at the maximum speed of the weapon, you have to just rapidly click the entire time you're fighting with it, instead of being able to, you know, click and hold. So I mean, it's not a big enough thing where I wouldn't use the weapon, but it's enough where I would prefer a weapon that does that instead. Go away, Pixie. Nobody loves you. Okay, let's go over this way, click the stuff from over here. And again, real quick, clear out these 904 snow blocks from my inventory. And I don't need these feathers either. We can put the... Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, I know. I know you are shirtless. Oh, I gotcha. You know, it's not a bad movie, but they used to at least overplay that thing so much that it just got to a point where I can't stand to watch it anymore. Like, when things are just on way too often, they get old eventually. Okay, so are we getting close to nighttime? That's my question. Kind of. Okay, let us kill that dude. I forgot that hanging out in this area is just going to be annoying because of all the stuff that spawns because of my blue candle. And it's raining. Huh. I hope that doesn't have the same potential glitch as the Pumpkin Moon. I remember hearing that occasionally summoning the Pumpkin Moon when it's raining would cause it to glitch out and not summon it. So I hope that's not the case here. But either way, night is getting closer. I think I've got about everything that I want to have with me all together. Just real quick. I know, right? It's kind of an appropriate time after the conversation. Oh my god, it's Stan's hat from South Park. Except it's dyed orange, and it's dyed green, so it's kind of hard to recognize, but that's kind of awesome. Just want to stack these Christmas items. Please, game. I have so many vanity things. Oh, actually the parka hood is Kenny. That makes sense. There are not shirtless. Apparently there is a mount in this newest update. One of the drops from one of the bosses in the event can be a mount. So there is some type of rideable thing apparently now. But I have not personally seen one, and there weren't beforehand. Oh, there is the possibility to get a unicorn on a stick that you can equip to run around with, like a toy horse that a kid would use. 9:30. Let's see now. Toss this hammer back and forth a bit. It's almost time. Having the water candle around is also going to help move up in waves a little bit more, because it's going to increase the spawn rate. And that means that there will be more things for me to kill and get more points toward moving up in waves. So I will definitely be keeping an eye out on that one. That's one that I've actually never gotten. I've only seen that one in a Let's Play. But it's kind of a fun item. I can also summon my little follower, who I had out earlier. They have a variety of little following things. Mine is a skull, but They have a variety of them that can be there that you can summon. The only thing I have to watch out for is I can't land in the lava. If I land in the lava, I'm gonna have a bad time. Thank you for finally killing that underground pixie. Okay, so we are very, very soon going to be at night. And then we'll have 9 minutes of wintry hell. One more sip of a beverage before it starts. That was kind of incredible. I'm taking a drink. First, a pumpkin flies in from off the screen and saves me from taking damage. And then I reach back to try to attack the pixie that's coming at me from behind, accidentally switch my weapon to the paladin's hammer, and throw it directly at the pixie, just in time to kill it before it hits me. The amount of luck involved in what just happened is ridiculous. I won't even begin to try to act like that was on purpose. Okay, let's kill this pixie. Come on. Turn me into a werewolf already. Should have this out and ready. Not like it wastes time to not have it that way, but it's ready and waiting. Hello Pickles, don't think I've seen you in the chat, but thank you for the follow. Give me 1 second while I check out this link. That's pretty much the item. That is pretty much it. Let's make sure that chat is still working properly. Yes, it is. Occasionally it tweaks out when I switch tabs. Okay, werewolf mode, present, go. Let's do this, Frost Moon. I'm really not afraid of these early waves. It's really when they start getting to the boss level enemies that I worry. This part is relatively easy, although I shouldn't have really picked all that stuff up. Okay, yeah, you can walk through the lava. You won't make it to me. This is a nice little trap area I have set up, actually. Okay, so now we got Nutcracker spawning. Now we got Everscreams. Our pumpkins are doing a whole lot of good work for us. Everscream, get over here into the lava. Please and thank you. Very good. And like I thought, I can pretty much heal myself up while they take damage from both my attacks and the lava. Although I did just get knocked into the lava there unexpectedly, and I don't know where my mouse is. Oh my god, I need to deal with these guys. Okay, this may not have been as good of a place to do this fight as I thought it was going to be. This is actually causing some problems. mean, it's good for when I need a heal, but it's not so good in terms of mobility when I am actually trying to fight. There are a lot of bottlenecks that are as harmful to me as they are to the enemies. Oh my god, how are there guys underwater? How did you even manage that? There is a bridge over this lake. Oh, you know what? I forgot to take my beneficial potions. I forgot to take all my iron skin and swiftness potions and everything. Now I feel like a fool. This is ridiculously difficult. Okay. So now, that at least heals me up a bit. That's a good thing, is every time that you kill one of these boss characters, they drop a lot of health. It's just a matter of surviving and killing them. There we go. Just die, you stupid helicopter. Keep hitting me so much. I hate you. Come on, Nutcracker. Join me in the lava. You two ever scream. No, I said the lava. This is rather effective. Oh god, he just charged me. Okay, I am definitely going to need a better setup to make this work well. Actually, if I can get some Spectre armor, honestly, and get that Razor Pine that I got working well. Oh dear god. Oh god. Hopefully that just didn't unpause my stream. I would rather not have my, I would rather not start echoing. Yeah, I am doing horrible this time through. I think it's because I'm not using my Horseman's Blade as much. Come on, die. Thank you. Candy canes. Give me. These ones too. Oh god, they hurt when I walk through them. I should have known that. Okay, now those guys down there should get killed by pumpkins eventually. Wave 8, Sandal Mark 1, Elf Copter, Elf Archer. So my first time through this is still my most successful time through this. I don't know if I had anything that had worn off yet, but I just tried to repop my potions. God damn you, Santa. Lots of hits on that can give me a lot of... Oh god. Yep, there goes a life. There goes a life. Oh. This is really tough. Really tough. I do think, though, that I know how to do better at this, but it's going to take a lot of preparation to do so. Just hit everything a ton of times and spawn pumpkins like crazy. Come on. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Keep an eye on my health. Idiot. I've just gotten progressively worse at this as more time has gone on. I have done nothing but do worse each time through. Oh, and a wyvern followed me down. That's great. Sounds good. Have a good trip, Empty. I've still yet to see the Ice Queen, which makes me very disappointed. Come on, pumpkins, kill Santa. Kill Santa. Do it. Do it for all that's holy. I will survive. Nope, no I won't. Oh man. And that's the end of the event. So, that went horribly worse than any of the